Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Donald. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Red Wolves are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The aerial assault continues. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Northwestern right back to the line. They'll run play action. Coming after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Cobb. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Oh, big juke to get past. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here is a return from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Got a man. It's Presley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Cobb. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Bulls!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. And the Red Wolves get it past the sticks.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The pitch. Plows through the defense. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Red Wolves! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Open runway ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. To the air, it's Cobb. Oh, he makes the catch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Off play action. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or passing it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front, front, they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the
afterburners coming. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the right side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Ripping through the defense. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the 1st down. The Red Wolves are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime.
Hit the afterburners, kid. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Northwestern right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw. It's Cobb. Finds his big tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. They want to throw it. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone replay, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside, take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And come on now, no line. Has to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass, it's Barry. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Red Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give out of the gun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Red Bulls! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Cobb. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Comes out throwing on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field. And
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Got it! And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
On the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Northwestern. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress in the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Looking for a man. It's Cobb. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Northwestern in business in the red zone. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corners are going to bail. Back to throw, it's Cobb. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. You're still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on its way. Oh, look out. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. In the red area, it's Donald. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and